Hello, wisdom lovers and seekers of a more fulfilling life. Welcome to our channel. If you're looking for deep insights to transform your reality and find true prosperity, you know what to do, right? Go ahead and hit that like button on this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content, and turn on the bell notification so you're alerted whenever we have new videos. Your participation is essential for us to keep growing and sharing this journey of self-discovery. Stoic philosophy, especially through the lens of Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations, offers a radically different perspective on what it means to be prosperous. Far from modern notions of material accumulation or external success, for the Stoic, true prosperity resides in eudaimonia, which is a state of human flourishing. It's a life of deep and lasting well-being, achieved through virtue and harmony with reason and nature. It's not about having more, but about being more, about living well regardless of external circumstances. For Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics, virtue is the only true and intrinsic good. It encompasses wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Prosperity, in this context, is not measured by external possessions, but by unwavering adherence to these moral principles. The emperor philosopher reminds us that virtue is what is under our absolute control, and, therefore, the most reliable source of well-being. The relentless pursuit of virtues shapes our character and our actions, transforming us into more integral and resilient individuals. It's not about achieving a perfect state, but about a continuous commitment to moral improvement. This journey, in itself, is the reward, as it aligns us with universal reason. True wealth, for Marcus Aurelius, is not in purple robes or gold, but in the ability to act with wisdom, justice, and courage in all situations. This inner wealth is impenetrable by the vicissitudes of fate, ensuring a form of prosperity that time and fortune cannot erode. It is the prosperity of the soul, the flourishing of character. By focusing on virtue, we free ourselves from the tyranny of external desires and the anxiety for what we do not control. Stoic prosperity is the freedom to be good, regardless of circumstances, finding contentment in the righteousness of one's own actions. This is the foundation of a truly rich and meaningful life. This is a fundamental pillar of Stoicism, and undoubtedly, one of Marcus Aurelius's greatest contributions. Stoic prosperity flourishes in the recognition and acceptance that some things are within our power, our opinions, impulses, desires, aversions, in short, our choices and judgments, and others are not, the body, property, reputation, the actions of others, time, illness, death. Peace of mind and true prosperity arise when we dedicate our energy only to what we can influence. Worrying about what is beyond our control is a recipe for frustration and suffering. Marcus Aurelius, as emperor, dealt with a world of complexities and uncontrollable events, but sought serenity by focusing on his own reactions and decisions. The practical application of this distinction is liberating. If adversity arises, a financial loss, an illness, criticism from someone, the Stoic is not distressed by the event itself, but by their interpretation and judgment of it. Prosperity, then, is the ability to maintain calm and mental clarity, even in the face of external setbacks. This distinction teaches us not to tie our happiness or prosperity to uncertain external outcomes. Instead, happiness is an internal state we cultivate through a disciplined mind, focused on what is truly ours. It is the freedom of a mind that does not allow itself to be disturbed by what does not belong to it. Acceptance, or amor fati, love of fate, is the ability to embrace and love everything that happens, not just what is good, but also what is perceived as bad. For Marcus Aurelius, the universe is a rational whole, and everything that occurs is part of a larger plan, a cosmic order that we cannot fully comprehend. Prosperity, from this perspective, is achieved by harmonizing with the flow of life rather than resisting it. It is not passive resignation, but an active and conscious acceptance that everything that happens is necessary and serves a greater purpose, even if that purpose is not immediately obvious to us. The emperor saw every obstacle as an opportunity. Accepting impermanence and change as an intrinsic part of existence frees us from excessive attachment and the pain it entails. Prosperity, in this sense, is the serenity that comes from knowing that, no matter what life brings us, we can find purpose or a lesson, transforming challenges into stepping stones for growth. This attitude allows us to live the present more fully and with gratitude, without the weight of regret for the past or anxiety for the future. True prosperity lies in finding contentment in the now, understanding that it is the only moment we truly possess and can shape with our virtuous actions. The meditation on impermanence and mortality, memento mori, remember that you will die, is an essential Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflects on the brevity of life, the transience of everything, and the inevitability of death, not with the intention of depressing, but of awakening us to the urgency of living virtuously and with purpose. This awareness of finitude leads us to reevaluate what truly matters. Prosperity, in this context, is the recognition that material possessions, fame, and status are ephemeral and, therefore, should not be the focus of our energy or the basis of our happiness. Instead, we should concentrate on what is lasting, our character, and our virtuous actions. By contemplating death, we are compelled to live each day to the fullest, to not postpone what is essential, and to act with integrity. Stoic prosperity is the ability to live without regrets, to know that we have used our time and skills in the best possible way in alignment with reason and virtue. This perspective also helps us deal with losses. The loss of loved ones or possessions is seen as part of the natural flow of existence. The pain may be real, but meditation on impermanence helps us accept and recover, remembering that everything is borrowed and will be returned to nature. Stoic philosophy postulates that the universe is governed by a universal reason, logos, and human prosperity is achieved when we live in harmony with this reason and, consequently, with nature. For Marcus Aurelius, this means using our rational faculty to guide our actions and judgments, aligning them with the greater good. Living in accordance with nature does not imply returning to a wild state, but living in accordance with human nature, which is to be rational, social, and virtuous. Prosperity, then, is the peace that comes from acting consistently with our own nature and with the order of the cosmos, without internal conflicts or contradictions. This harmony is manifested in the practice of self-discipline and the moderation of desires. Instead of seeking happiness in ephemeral and external pleasures, the Stoic finds it in the self-sufficiency of a life guided by reason and virtue. It is the prosperity of a contented and balanced spirit. True Stoic prosperity is not a destination to be achieved through external means, but an internal journey of self-knowledge, moral improvement, and serene acceptance of what life presents to us. It is the wealth of a free mind, an unshakable character, and a soul at peace. As we've seen, Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics teach us that happiness and well-being do not depend on possessions, fame, or power, but on our ability to control our perceptions, act virtuously, and accept the flow of life with wisdom. Reflect on which of these tips resonates most with you today. How can you apply these principles in your daily life to cultivate a prosperity that no crisis or external setback can steal? Remember, philosophy is not just to be studied, but to be lived. Start small, practice one of these pillars each day, and you will see your perspective on prosperity transform. If this video inspired you to seek a life more aligned with Stoic wisdom, don't forget to leave your comment below. We want to know your reflections and how you apply these teachings. Thank you so much for watching and for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and growth with us. Stay with us in pursuit of true prosperity, which is the richness of a life well lived. See you in the next video.